Hi, this is Dr. Maggie Perry with Tell Me What You're Proud Of. In this last wrap-up session, I'll be talking to Danielle about how the last several weeks have gone. Danielle and I just spoke several weeks ago, not several months ago. So we'll just cover where things are at so far. So Danielle, thanks so much for coming back on the show.
Yes, thank you.
And so as I was just saying, I know it's only been a couple weeks since we talked before, but how are things going for you? Like, what would be helpful to talk about?
Things are going in general pretty good. And of course, I definitely wish they were even better. I'm tempted to act in an OCD way towards my OCD strategies. So, for example, the exposures that I'm doing, I'm using the Anxiety Challenger app to do them. And every day I have doubts about whether I'm doing them perfectly. And so I didn't used to think I had any perfectionism because that's just not my main content area, but it's definitely creeping in there. And I constantly wonder, like, am I doing it right? What if I should probably just scrap this and try and start all over? But I'm not, because I'm recognizing that that's kind of I've learned enough from you and hearing others talk in huddle group therapy, that's not helpful. And in my own experience, I keep hopping from one thing to the next. I need to, while still bringing it up to you and asking for advice and stuff, but just kind of to keep with the uncomfortable feelings, not expect them to all just go away all of the sudden, or even after a week or 2 weeks or 5 weeks or 20 weeks. I have a chronic illness. I think I need to kind of just wrap my head around that. And
What does
at
that mean to you?
least,
Yeah, can you say more about that?
yeah, for me, I guess, to keep with the metaphor, for me, that would mean not just suffering for the rest of my life. That would be having my chronic illness and not doing anything about it. I think it's like I need to go and just make sure that I have the right doctor and that I'm on the right medication and that I'm on the right exercise schedule for my particular chronic illness, or whatever, that I get a really cool bed because I have my chronic illness, whatever. I've always wanted a special bed. A posturepedic. No, I don't know. So yeah, as a metaphor, I just need to, like, keep learning and keep practicing and being, not expecting too much.
Yeah, if I can just interrupt you there, that's a really great point. I think learning to accept OCD overall as a condition is different than accepting anxiety and OCD in any given moment. Both are really challenging. So in any given moment, noticing, okay, I was triggered, I had a thought, I'm having feelings, I'm having sensations. It's okay that these are here. They don't have to be meaningful. I don't have to brace or resist against them, and it doesn't mean that they're going to get worse. That's like willing acceptance in any given moment. But then there's this whole other willing acceptance, which is accepting the fact that your brain has this extra biological vulnerability that makes you vulnerable to getting sensitized and then having intrusive thoughts chronically over the course of your life. Which means not necessarily that you'll suffer every day, but rather that you have to attend to your lifestyle behaviors and sleeping and eating well, noticing other emotional turmoil like what makes you feel lonely or what makes you feel angry. That can all be sensitizing factors that would make your mind more like stickier. And then also accepting in any given stressful time when you do get sensitized and you get a new theme or content area that you've got to relate effectively. You have to put the work in to relate effectively to it when your whole body and your whole experience would rather like resist against it or act as though it's not really happening. Is that how you think about accepting OCD as a chronic intermittent condition?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have learned so much in this year that that it's almost too much. Like, it's packed in really tight, and I still need to, like, go through it all again and keep reminding myself of all the things I learned. But I feel like I have something to hold on to, and that like even if maybe my fantasy dreams of just never feeling fear again won't come true, then at least I know that I don't have to let it rule my life. And so now I know how I'm supposed to behave and how I'm supposed to interact with my feelings and my thoughts. And if I can't just feel better, then at least I can still do things regardless of how I feel.